Hello and welcome to part 5 of Midnight Suns. Let's see how I do today. So far really loving it. It is fun.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
Speak to... hi.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you...
Yeah, you will give me that.
Agatha. Where is Agatha?
I'm sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha...
What?
She's no longer with us.
Not Agatha?
What?
Okay, that's fine.
That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen.
Okay.
Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes,
Oh, poor
incinerated
Agatha.
in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange.
And if Doctor Strange goes, we know why.
A great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Oh. This is hard.
Wanda's powers were so out of control they cost a life. Your decision may have saved lives, if not the entire Abbey.
I like to believe that. Especially given
I'll
her
do that
current
just
situation.
in case. Don't get me wrong, Doctor Strange is,
Agatha.
I would say, one of the powerful characters in Marvel,
I conjured a small
magic-wise,
memory on the grounds, hoping to find
but
some solace, a way to move
at least
forward.
I feel like she's done the right thing
You
and
should
said
pay
it to
your
him.
respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Balance. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark truth, the choice they make in the Abbey. Use... Oh! Ah! Puppy! Ah! Oh. Lady Agatha.
Agatha?
always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why
You know
you're
my
the
mother?
first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
Yeah.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
Fair enough.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
So we get to... Wait, so we get to explore the caves.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a Bloodgate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have
Understandable, like there's keeping things safe,
What lies
but
beyond is meant for you
we're ready.
as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I...
Apologies.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
True.
Ominous indeed.
So, let's see, so enter, so... Trial the Elder Gods. Oshtor, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, so these are like little, some sort of trials, by the looks of it. If so, I wonder what the rewards are.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah... Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should know.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but
Yes.
I may have found a loophole they
So-
never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Oh, so... we get to fight with the puppies.
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including
So,
your
Puppy can
faithful
transform.
companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Interesting. Defeat all enemies to complete the
As the
encounter.
goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was
Ah,
sometimes
so he
called
gets his
the Giver of
own-
justice. You can expect a fair fight.
Is that so?
Or at
On
least
KO,
her
draw a
idea of one.
card. So there's a knockback.
You were too weak for this fight. Your time's come.
You two, I think. Yeah.
Your mother abandoned you.
There we go.
Now that
Oops, no, it's hold down. Why we're pressing the right side, I don't know. Stop hurting Charlie. He's a good boy. Or she could be a good boy. A good girl, sorry.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
No mercy for the servants. Feel my call.
Okay, you.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
I'd rather take that than lose the
You
Pope.
can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I didn't know better, I would say she modeled after
There we go.
herself. Good girl, Charlie.
Oh, so Charlie is a girl.
Hunter. You finish this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
So I wonder how many trials there is, and can you redo trials? Like, can I do this but stronger? Like, it goes up some levels. Maybe. Oh no. Let's see. Moon seal. Place item.
This looks like a
Okay. Gives magical locks to be opened. An open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds, which are locked by magic seats. Ooh.
To be wary of this place, but it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, a blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Okay. Oh.
blessings of the goddess.
Ah.
The gods are fickle.
I think I got a bit
After all this time,
too excited
it's
there.
still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place
Ooh.
all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem.
I like the flowers.
This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet.
Okay.
Good night,
True.
Hunter.
Right. Anything new? Wait, we can... Oh. I have 115 gloss to do with petrol. For now, everything's okay.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to
Okay, I
the
was just going...
forge.
Well, I was thinking if it was something that way. And I'm lucky I
Strange
was facing
out.
that way. Hither.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from
The spooky
inside.
crate.
If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
True.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Damn. Wait, where is it?
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research
Both of you are
whatever we
magic in
find
your
there
own
and
ways.
have it work in
So
our
as a
favor.
scientist perspective,
I
you're
just
a
wonder what it could be.
magical perspective. I
hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
yes.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
Okay.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I
We can
give
do
the
this,
Midnight
Mr.
Suns
Strange.
every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this
Oh.
talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite.
So
What
interact.
have you brought me today?
Studying off at lots more powerful research projects before it can generate. Oh!
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years.
Okay.
The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath.
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
Yes,
At
she knows.
last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. Fascinating. This artifact is mundane in every conceivable way.
Right. Continue. Oh.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can only be achieved by examining the physical documents themselves.
Oh, so it's a Zen thing then. Alright, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Do that.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? What do you think?
Oh. Interesting.
Another
Damn.
magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design
I'll
sentient...
take that one.
Shh. Tony is working.
Always a pleasure.
The hero screen can be opened any time with the update there. Okay.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Yes.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good! How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns.
Yes.
I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man,
Well,
sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
who?
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes.
Okay.
Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Ghost Rider. It's bloody Sparky. Loves Ghost Rider. Here we are.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of like playing with fire, huh?
Ooh.
Maybe you should be the...
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Do your thing.
Hunter?
You called for me, Captain?
So there's things to do, like the training and that.
But yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though.
Good girl.
We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New
Oh,
York.
we don't want swear words
Or
now,
anywhere
do
for
we?
that matter.
Now you see my problem.
But then again,
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey, prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still.
well,
you
that's a
better
lot
hurry.
of words,
Not sure how
Carol.
long Hydra will remain in their current position.
You needed
I shall
help,
make haste.
Carol.
Yes, you
Let's get
hasten
to
as
it,
much
Carol.
as you can, Hunter.
Right.
Hey,
Hi. Right, just for a few minutes then. What is there for me to do? Oops. Wait a minute. Aha.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble. Apocalypse prophecies. The Bronx.
Yes.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
I'll do that one.
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
Are you trying to
Do you
say
find
something
all of
here,
your
Blake?
allies equally impressive?
Yes.
Do you like
No.
Miss
Wait.
Marvel?
What are you trying to say?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
Yeah. Lover boy.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Okay. Find Lilith in the barracks.
Yes, hello.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You
Oh,
sound like Wanda.
shit.
She was also afraid of her power.
I thought that would. Oh,
I can
I shouldn't have
almost hear her
stopped.
scolding
I
me
thought that
for
would have been your
invading her
finger.
privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some
Excuse me.
hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
Do that.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Damn it. Right, I believe. Yep. Right. Go. But yes, this is part number 5. I hope everyone enjoys this, and please leave a follow and a thumbs up in that. I will be trying to do more when I can do. But thank you very much, and I hope everyone enjoys this. Till next time, bye for now, and enjoy.